Guys, my name is Maple, and today we're looking at a scenario where civilizing where the Chicxulub Meteor doesn't hit the Earth. Now today we're gonna be looking at a massive, and this is no this is gonna be a massive event. Ignore my cat here. I was just on vacation because I was on the boating. I think you could see that. Well, he's very cut right now. Anyways, we are now going to see the massive event happening. But before that, I'm gonna be seeing, we are gonna be seeing a few other things happening before this event. Event. I can't talk weird. no, the sign Indian team does not join the Turkey or the Anatolians, but they are going to be expanding as the Cyan team or the Cyan Indian team. They they take it's really weird. They take all of this land, and we also see the Bangladeshi. They also take they also take quite a lot of land as they take all of this, and also quite a lot of land in this. But but they do not take more because we see that the Philippines, yeah, they also are going to be taking the land. No, they do not expand into the sea. I don't know why put it there. And they take all of this land. And we also see brown China also expanding now into the south world as they take all of this land. We are now we are then gonna see that this Persian team, I don't know why they do not have this silence right here. They are going to be expanding uh east as they take all of this land, and also they expand a little here in inland or inland, a little inland as they take all of this land right here. And we then also see that this Indian maroon team, uh, yeah, that this Indian maroon team, they're actually gonna be linking up with the Persians. This is a pretty big event. Like it's good for trade, you know. And oh, what the hell is this? And we are now gonna go and see the big event happening. As we can see on the alliances map, which I need to take right now, where is it? Yeah. Here you can see on this alliance map that there are three biggest alliances in the world. First, we have this Greek, Greek Carthaginian alliance, the Spano-Portuguese Czech alliance, and the Slav-Anatolian and a Black Lebanon alliance. Also, Magenta, Magenta, Mesopotamia, they're pretty linked up with the Triangle Alliance, but you know, if you watch the older video, if you watch the videos like a few episodes ago, you know that that all was a big mess. Well, we are now gonna be seeing a big event happening, and that's gonna be that here on the alliances we are gonna be seeing that we are gonna be seeing and what the no 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 we are gonna be seeing that why cannot I copy it? What the hell is happening? Well, I just yeah, and we are gonna see that we see the Persians. They are gonna be I have to do it manually. We see that the Persians, they are going to be joining the Greek alliance. The hell is happening with this? Ah, well, we see that the Persians, as we see that the Persians, or like the Iranians, they are going to be joining the Trapezoid alliance. And coincidentally, we see that the uh, magenta Mesopotamians, they are gonna be joining the Triangle Alliance. This is like a rebirth of it. It already existed many years ago. Well, we see the reinstatement of it. And meanwhile, on this island right here, on this one, we see that if go back to the normal line, desirable alliances, we see that on this layer, uh, the what do I want to say? Yeah, the Anatolians, they are gonna be invading this, not because like there is something interesting there, but because they think it's their land. Understandable. And this obviously pisses off the Greeks. So I don't know what that's called in the Greek attacking color. What? Well, we see that the Greeks, they are obviously like very angry, and they declare war on Anatolia. Uh, that is enough. Uh, what? Yeah. And we see that the Greeks, they are gonna be attacking, like declaring war on the Lyme Anatolians. We see that the Greeks, they are gonna be attacking, and they siege the and they take the and they take the east side of the Bosphorus Strait. And we then see that all of these countries, they are gonna be uh, they are gonna be activating their alliances. And this obviously it's uh, Magenta, Mesopotamia, and Persia because they're like beefers. They do not like each other. I'm gonna start here because it's probably gonna be a little more fun as it's pretty as it's a pretty around contest actually. We see that the Persians they oops, that's a way to say it, girl. As we see that the Persians they take the coast of the Magenta team, and they also take this city right here. But here in the north, but here in the north, we see that the magenta team, they are gonna be pushing from the north. What? Well, we then also see that uh this orange team, they're kind of in the way. So you know, you know what happens, right? I don't think I have to elaborate further. And we now see that the Mesopotamians, they are now going to be invading uh, bl- into blue Lebanonian lands. Uh, blue Lebanon, blue Lebanonian lands. They take this city right here, and they start pushing. And the black Lebanon and the blue Lebanonians, they did not expect this, at all, you know, as we see all of this land being now and gets attacked by the Persians. We then see that a naval landing is performed right here on Cyprus by the Sicilians. As the Sicilians, they are landing here and they take over the Wall Island in a few, like not a second, but they will take the island very easily. And we then see a landing here in Anatolia as they take as they land. Oh, I'm just gonna make it pure red. As they land here and they start they start going out. But we do see that the Anatolians they kick out the Black Lebanonians from the land or from Anatolia, and we then see they also kick the Greeks out of the Bosporus Strait. And we then see that uh, the Lyman Anatolians they start pushing into Greece as they take this city and siege this one. And meanwhile, they make a landing on Rhodes. We then see that the Black Lebanon team uh, they they do push out the Persians out, but they do not like go for them. And we see the orange team, they start cooperating with this one and this one guy, you know. And we then see that the Persians, they are now gonna be like kicking out the Magenta team, and they're gonna be even invading as the north as they take all of this land. No, they do not take a circle out of Azerbaijan. We then see that the Serbians they are going to be joining this war, but not on the side that you think. You will think that they are going to be uh, against Greece and Sicily, but no, actually, because here in Bulgaria are a very big fan of Lime Anatolia, and Lime Anatolia likes them. They like Lime Anatolia. So they join the alliance. I'm not gonna be updating that because I'm lazy. And we see that the Bulgarians they are gonna be invading the Serbians for like the 900th time in the series. They think that the third time's the charm. You know, you know the saying. And they take the city and also this one, and we see them quite successful in the early war. But the Serbians, this already happened to them like 50 times before. So they know how to do this. They take this city right here and they start pushing by the Danube. And we see that they almost get to the sea and they take this city right here. We now see a new country joining the war, and that's gonna be the pink. Why did I just call it the pink country? It's gonna be the orange country, uh, and it's gonna be the orange country. As we see that they obviously started here in Sevastopol, but they were kicked out by the Lyman Anatolians. So we see that the naval landing is done here and here. We see that Crimea, like the residents, they welcome them with open arms. And we see them also now going here into like mainland. like Turkey, Anatolian territory, as they take all this land. We now see that the Persians, they are now gonna be getting even like they're gonna be getting even closer to the capital. If you didn't notice already, they're obviously making the spearhead towards the capital. And this this we see in action right now, as we see that this is now happening, and we see that they win. The like this might be the bloodiest battle yet in this series, as millions of people are dead. You know, it's crazy, and that, we then see this happening. The magenta team, they surrender. I know, scary, you're right. We now see that the uh, Sicilians, they also now land. They also now land here on this small peninsula, and they start going again, sneaking around the coast to the capital of Anatolia. And they win the battle, and but we do not see the capitulation of Anatolia, as they put their capital right here now. uh, what do you want? What? anyway, we are now gonna be seeing the pushing of Anatolia into former former Magenta territory, as they start going into the territory. Like there is not any Persians there yet. Uh, as so it's pretty much free game that is done. And we didn't see whether I just feel like I stretched my map. Anyways, we are then gonna see that why can I not tell this entire episode? Well, well, anyways, we see uh that the Sicilians, that's how we call them, they make a reverse landing here in no, they make a reverse landing here in Suez, and they take the entire like yeah, they take the entire Suez Peninsula. We obviously see that this gonna they are what taken. We see the capitulation of Disconnect, and we then also see we then also see that they make many naval landings. One in this city right here, which is like a kind of a holy city in the religion that Black Lebanon and Anatolia believe in. And I, it's not Islam, but they make many naval landings on here. Some of them are crushed. Some of them are crushed, like this one and also this one. But the rest, they are successful, and they are successful. What do you want to say? What the hell? Well, they are successful as the Sicilians. They link up this naval landing with the Sinai Peninsula occupation zone, like not occupation, but you know what I mean. And we also see that I'll link up this one with here. They encircle quite a lot of troops here, and this is capitulated. And we see that uh, finally Persians are getting here to like the core magenta Mesopotamia area. But it's still not enough for the Anatolians as they what the hell? I'll replace this color because it's barely readable. Yeah, like this. We see that the Anatolians they're still pushing quite a lot into Persia, like magenta team, but like you know, and uh, but a little bit of hope is seen as France join the war. Now, France, they are a very close ally, or like not ally, but great ally with Live Anatolia. Uh, and they do not like that their biggest great ally is in war, of course. Who would want that? So we see that the French, they are gonna be attacking here. The French, they're gonna be attacking in into what to call it again? I'm so angry. Uh, into Red Sicily. They take all of they encircle quite a lot of troops right here, and they start pushing forward. Now, why is their capital city right here? Or what? What the hell? Uh, this is not Europe, obviously, as you can tell. And we then eventually see that all that France they capitulate all of Spain, and uh, we then see a very bad event happening to France and Anatolia and everyone else really. Now the French they are not that smart, and they think that the islands here, the Balearic Islands, that they are a part of, that they are a part of, you know, Red Sicily. That's obviously not true. So we see that they take control of these islands, which are controlled by the second strongest country on Earth. So they messed up quite a bit. We see that light blue Italy, they are starting to they are gonna be invading that looks wrong. They are gonna be pushing into light blue Italy. Uh, he mainly in the province region, and we see that this was obviously a very dumb choice. Very, very dumb choice. And we then see spearhead, I guess, being done to get to the French capital. They take this city along the way. They also take this one. There's obviously not that much army there, like mainland France. Most of it is here, now going to here. And we then see that the light blue Italians, they are still not like bothered enough to do anything. But they then finally get the French capital. A massive battle happens between the army and I think, the Arab Kingdom. For the French, and we see that they we see that they what do you call it? That they surrender. Hmm. Pretty in character, no? Don't you think? And we now see that here on the French front, what the hell? We now see that here on the Greece or Greek front, we see that they take all of this land, and then they now start also going into what do you call it? They now also start going into Bulgaria. The Bul like Greece is way more stronger than Bulgaria, so I do not think we even needed to have a conversation about this. You know, it's not even a contest. And we now see that the no, not the Serbs, and we now see that the the Anatolians they are now kicked out of Europe. This is a massive thing. They've been in Europe since like year five, you know. Funny. And we now finally see the capitulation of Anatolia. And here's the peace treaty. We'll see now is the Crimea Conference. As we see, Anatolia isn't territorial, territorially not that like harmed. What they are harmed in is financial things. They have to pay like humongous war reparations to like Italy and Greece and Sicily. It's made them funny how much they have to pay, you know. We have many countries being released here in Mesopotamia. The biggest one, I think, is this Saudi Arabian team, and we also have this Kurdistanish team and this purple team. Now Persia, they do not take a lot of land. They took like this and this, and that's because they were not like they did not just want to take land. They just wanted to make the Mesopotamians pay the hell out of war reparations. And we also see that this colony of Blue Lebanon is given to like Blue Italy. I hope you like this video. Uh, this was a very long video. This is half an hour of recording, so I hope you liked it. Like, like the video, subscribe, comment, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Bye.